Hi guys, welcome back to Fit Life SD TV, where we are bringing you the science of nutrition and fitness. And before the video's over, make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. And we are launching our 20-minute exercise series, meaning that a lot of times we like to spend 45 minutes to an hour in the gym, some people even longer than that. But what do you do when you can only get 20 minutes in and you want to maximize your growth, you want to maximize your strength, and you want to sacrifice the least as possible within a short period of time? So we're going to tell you what's worked for us, what's worked for me, and how to exactly cover that. So stay tuned. Okay, so a few things to cover before we get started is this is going to be a chest workout. Every week we're going to be doing a different body part, but today is going to be 20 minutes of chest, and this is assuming you've already warmed up, whether you took a walk before you hit the gym or you did some kind of mobility movements to make sure that your shoulders and everything are warmed up. This is 20 minutes of actual working volume, okay? And we're going to try our best to incorporate both the fundamentals of hypertrophy. Okay, a couple things to keep in mind is we're going to be utilizing the best of both theories of sarcoplasmic hypertrophy and myofibral hypertrophy. One being the actual lengthening or thickening of the muscle fibers themselves. The other one is going to be the sarcoplasmic fluid that volumizes the actual muscle cell. So that comes from heavy repetitions, actually thickening the muscle fibers, and then the other one is going to be through higher repetitions, higher volume. So you want to try to keep them both because we want to be growing muscle. We also want to be getting stronger at the same time. So what we're going to do is going to start with a big mover like the bench press for the chest, since we're going to be covering chest today. So as we come over here, Kier's going to be demonstrating for us. He's one of our trainers here at Fit Life. What we're going to do is the first thing is we're going to act like we have 45 minutes to an hour here at the gym, even though it is a 20-minute workout, assuming warm-up is already done, 20 minutes of working sets. He's going to do about 8 to 10 reps on the bench press, and this is just demonstration, but you want to do a weight that's heavy enough that you can only do about 8 to 10 reps and give it all you have. You're going to do 2 sets with proper rest periods, 3 minutes full, and then it's going to change from there. So he's going to go ahead and execute his 10 reps here. So at this point, we're gonna assume he's already done 2 heavy sets of no more than 8 to 10. So on his 3rd set, we wanna keep the movement the same because a lot of times we like to program at least 3 or 4 sets of an exercise. So at this point, it's just gonna be 3. And to kind of bridge the gap of volume, we're gonna do the 3rd set of about 30% less on his weight, and he's gonna go all the way to failure and really rep it out. So he did 2 heavy sets with 3 minutes rest in between. And then this last one is just gonna be about 1.5 minutes. Then he's just gonna go all out on this one before we transition into another exercise. Okay, so this is where we're really gonna make our money on time, is with an extended rest pause set. So an extended rest pause set means you keep the weight the same and you go to failure on every single set, and you only give yourself about 15 seconds rest in between. Usually people will time it by breaths, 5 breaths, something like that. I think 15 seconds is a good roundabout number when you're doing an extended rest pause, and it's a way to really just gas out the muscle as you fight fatigue. Usually people will burn out within 3 to 4 sets. Once you get to the point where you can't complete 10, you pretty much hit it. So we're gonna start with a very light weight. He's gonna probably be able to get maybe 15, 20. He's gonna go to failure on every set, 15 seconds once it starts, until you've completed 3 to 4 sets. You don't move on. So after that, he'll be able to get some rest, and then we'll transition to another movement. So let's go ahead and get started. extended rest pause, you find a lighter movement such as the inclined version of the cable fly, that way, or the cable crossover, that way you can hit the upper part of the chest. That's pretty sufficient, but we're not done yet. Just to round it out, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but with more of a decline form of the cable crossover. That way he can hit the bottom of the chest too. So he's gonna get his rest in, he's gonna get his breathing. When we come back, he's gonna get ready to do another extended rest pause for the lower part of the chest. Okay, so for our last movement, it's gonna be similar cable crossover, but with more emphasis on the lower chest. We're gonna do another extended rest pause. So he's gonna go ahead and go to failure, and then we're gonna do 2 or 3 more, depending on when he starts to break down. Close to 10 is how I usually do it. And then we're gonna go ahead and see how it does. So let's go ahead and execute. Get ready and execute. Okay, so that was definitely a 20-minute workout. We didn't just do everything fast and sloppy. We still programmed strength. We still programmed endurance, you know, some high repetition stuff. But here he's still out of breath and he's got a good pump. Okay, so we completed a 20-minute chest workout, hitting strength, hitting high volume, everything. Here's still a little bit out of breath, but just to recap on how we programmed it, the things to look out for is we wanted to start out with our strength movements, taking our time, 3-minute rest, so we can give as much power into at least 2 power movements. We did a cleanup set on the flat bench also, that kind of targeted all of the chest, but because the flat bench does hit a little bit more of the lower pecs, we started on the cable crossover with the upper inclined form of it. That way we can get more of the upper pecs, and then we finished with the bottom part, and those were extended rest pause. At that point, we got our strength out of the way the best we could without robbing ourselves of too much time, and then at that point, it was just volume, volume, volume. So we covered that with the 2 extended rest pause sets that were pretty easy on the chest, but challenging because there was not a whole lot of rest. So if you want more information on how to program something like this for you, if you got a client or if you're just trying to train yourself, just go ahead and send us a message. Make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe. And then we are going to be having more of these 20-minute series for you coming in the future.